There he is.
Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus. Do you want to have sex with this LA daddy?
Michael.
Falls across the land. Midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood.
Phylos, slumber will fall upon us all.
Children are dumb and tasteless. They'll suckle milk from a racist. Now listen up to our basis. He'll melt all your faces. 818-650-3275. Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus. Let's celebrate Festivus. Get pushed off a precipice in LA Daddy. 818-650-3275. 877 calls for kids. That's not our number. Oh no. Now it's time to ride. We're talking about the Exodus. Professor Emeritus. Collecting dust and decorative. From Annapolis, what excellence. That's President's Hall of Presidents. No prejudice in our edifice. Fuck our moms like edifice. We don't need no impetus. Got space on fly like Incubus. No one is ahead of us. We rhyme like T.S. Eliot. Fill our beaks like pelicans. Now it's Steve just breathe. Hit it, Vince.
By the way, did you know that Frankie went to the same high school as Lin-Manuel Miranda?
818-650-3275. Whoa, let my people go. This is my exodus.
All right. Welcome to Dark Matters. You can see the S. S here stands for Skype. Oh, here he is. Michael Bilo, to some degree. Welcome to Dark Matters. It's raining wherever you are. That's a clue. Because tonight, I don't know. Michael Bilo is not in Los Angeles. Where are you? Hold on. Where's your video? What's happening right now? Are you doing a Foley session? What's going on here? Foley. You're walking on it. These are all clues, folks. Wait, turn your phone the other way. Turn your phone the other way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, baby. We did this last time, Michael Bilo. This is scary. We can't see shit right now, but this is... Oh, wait. I had your audio off.
I basically can't see anything either.
Here he is. Sorry, guys. I had his audio off. Here he is, Michael Bilo. Look at this. He's just in the dark. What are
I'm in like the most terrifying. I also can't I'm surrounded by mist. I wish I could project. The light out here is so low and I'm completely alone.
This is kind of awesome. Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear how loud the crickets are right here.
Yeah.
But the crickets are incredibly loud.
I can hear him a little bit. Okay, so here's what we know. So tonight we're playing Where in the World is Michael Bilo? We know he's not in Los Angeles. We know he's somewhere dark, and there are very loud crickets.
Yeah, I also just walked past a beach.
Okay. Wow, we're just giving out clues left and right here. You walk past a beach, so we know he is, well, either on a coast or near a lake or something. He is near water, near a beach. Did you just burp? What's going on there?
I think I did just burp. Honestly, I am just trying to.
Can we just do the show with you walking around in the dark?
I'm literally very scared. Like I
turn the light on your phone up so it like illuminates your face a little bit.
Well, the problem is I guess I can minimize Skype. Maybe is that better? Can you see my face now?
No, it doesn't want to show you. It's minimized.
Okay. How about
This is
now?
fun. No.
Does it show my face at all? Because if I turn Skype on, it just has you and you're black.
Yeah. Well, here we go. I'll make myself
So
brighter. Here we go. I'll make myself brighter. I'll sacrifice my brightness so that we can see your face a little bit. There we go. That's perfect.
Okay. Ah, fuck. Ugh. Jesus. Just stepped in a puddle. It's slightly raining. I'm shocked. I'm shocked this is working. I'm
kind of shocked too.
Hello,
Hold on. Here we go. I'll move a little bit closer to my.
I'm also very
calendar.
nervous that I'm going to overshoot the street I have to turn down.
Yeah, this is kind of scary. This kind of is like the Bilo Witch Project.
That was of course what I texted you earlier.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, I feel like I could be abducted right now, and like people would be like, "Oh, it's a hilarious joke," and then just I would be never heard from again or seen.
Yeah.
And
well, at least you're on a stream, so we have evidence.
It's true.
Somebody abducted you. I promise you, I would definitely start a second podcast where we tried to find your killer. Don't worry,
I feel like I should give. But I mean, it would be like the podcast by the guy who was a firefighter for many years and then was convicted of committing large quantities of arson.
Yeah.
Because I do fear a little bit Frankie's obsession with finding justice for murderers, and that like he'll only be able to bring himself to justice.
Yeah. Well,
that's not true. Frankie has a strong.
I'm going to the court. I'm going to the court on Thursday to get more documents in this case of the woman that was murdered who lived near my house. Did I say on the stream that the purported murderer, lived like a block and a half away from me, and now his parents still live there in the same house?
Cool. That means you can
Is that
interview.
Cool? I don't know if that's cool.
It's not cool.
What
All
do
right,
you have
now
in your
I've
hand?
got some.
Okay.
I've got some light on me finally. Or
Yeah.
I can say hello. For
Okay.
this light that points out to the street. This is Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters. What? Okay, Ice Cream Cone already doing some research here, saying it's raining in Pennsylvania, New York, and Maine. Okay. And then we know it is nighttime there, so he's not. It's dark, so he's not in Hawaii. And he's not in well, I guess you could be in Europe too, couldn't you? Where is it?
I
dark?
suppose I could be in Europe, but I don't think I could be in Europe because I don't think they let Americans in.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess there's a hint right there. Bilo is not in Europe. Where is it dark? Okay, it's not dark in Europe anyway. It's only dark in North
that's also
America,
good.
South America, and the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It's also dark. It's dark in Western Africa. So here's,
I could be in Western Africa.
yeah, here's looking
Not
at you,
gonna- I'm not
Western
gonna reveal
Sahara. Oh no, Togo. It's light now.
that. That's too bad.
Here's looking at you, Guinea-Bissau. Alright, what do you have on there, Bilo? You have a t-shirt and you have, is that a bow tie? Were you just
It is a bow
stripping
tie.
at a birthday party?
I was not stripping at a birthday party.
Why do you have a T-shirt
But-
and a bow tie
I,
on? Wait, hold on. We have.
I was playing one of those party those games where you have a party and somebody gets murdered, and then you got to figure out who murdered people.
Okay. Oh, so what's the bow tie for though? That doesn't explain that at all.
Oh, I was just given it was the party. It was like Tony and Tina's wedding, but Tina gets murdered.
What? Wait,
That's like
Tony and Tina. Wait,
it was.
It's a Tony and Tina's wedding themed murder mystery.
It wasn't exactly Tony and Tina's wedding themed, but it was a murder mystery game at a wedding between Italians. And
Hey, you
I would
know
say
I used to bang Tina, right? I mean, don't tell anybody, okay? Don't worry. This is just between me and you.
yeah.
That's my imitation
We
of
all used to bang
Tony and
Tina.
Tina's wedding. What happens? What's the plot of Tony and Tina's wedding? That should be another episode. We try to figure out what the plot of Tony and Tina's wedding was. But tonight, we're trying to figure out where the fuck you are.
I
818.
got food poisoning at Tony and Tina's wedding in New York. My mom went on
You
12.
did. Yeah. I got really sick after last week's show. Like literally,
you?
the second I hung up the phone, I walked out of my office and I was like, "Oh, it's really cold." And I went in the bedroom and I had like chills, and I had to put on like 2 blankets. And then I woke up an hour later, and I had 102.5 degree fever. And I went to go to the bathroom,
Jesus.
and I passed out on the ground. I had to lay in the hallway for like 15 minutes. And I had like a fever all day, and then I was fine. It was weird. Uh-oh. That was weird.
It was weird. Hi.
Fight My Son. Love the username. Fight My Son is suggesting Virginia. So here's what we know if you're just joining us right now. We're trying to figure out where Michael is. I don't know where he is. We know he's somewhere dark. Somewhere where it's dark. There are crickets. He said he's near a beach. And it's, is it currently raining, Bila, or it was raining, or?
It was raining more. It's very lightly, I would say, raining, but I guess it's,
Wow, listen to those crickets.
yeah, very. If it said it wasn't raining, I would say, like, okay, fine. There's like 1 drop every minute.
Okay, so there's some rain. Ice Cream Cone in the chat saying it's raining in Pennsylvania, New York, and Maine. Also in Aurora, Illinois. Is that near the beach? The hometown of Wayne and Garth. It's also near, is that near Chicago, Aurora?
Oh yeah, it's the southwest suburbs.
No. What does that sound? That sounds creepy. Sounds like a drum you would bury a dead body in.
I think that's just the rain in the gutter, maybe sound.
Oh. Well, where are you now? Where were you walking from, and where have you walked to?
I was walking back from a friend's house, where I did the Tony and Tina's wedding themed murder mystery, where I got to play the groom, and
Oh, you were
therefore
playing the
got
groom.
playing the groom, and therefore got to have a
bow
have a
tie
bow
with your T-shirt.
yeah.
What the fuck is
and
that sound? That is so creepy.
There is maybe it's just when I kick the table.
Yeah, that's what it is. What the fuck is that table made out of?
It's made out of patio furniture table material.
Oh, it's like a metal table.
Yeah,
This
metal
is, you
table.
know, this is exact. Like, you're going to get strangled. Like, this is like the beginning of a Law and Order
I
episode.
feel like some should if I were scripting this show, I would have someone strangle me.
Yeah.
And if I don't get strangled, that means that we haven't done our job.
You mean if we put in some effort into this show, we would have somebody there come and like pretend to kidnap you or something?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, how should we play this? Should
I
we,
feel
should
like
we
I look
dole
like-
out? Because
like-
how could people figure out where you are just from these clues?
Probably. I mean, I feel like people are already like reasonably close. I feel like there's
Okay,
already.
they are.
Yeah. Um. I'm locked out. I'm locked out of the Airbnb that I'm staying at. But people are coming back, and I'll be able to get in soon. Yes.
Will you let me in? No, I don't.
Wait, who are these people talking right
These
now?
are people that I'm staying with. It's Cody.
Can we interview them?
If you would you like to be on my podcast?
Not right now.
Not right now. It's
Oh,
it's
come
morning.
on, Cody.
Don't want to be on this podcast, and that's fair.
Wow.
But
Rejection.
you know what? We've got a
If
treat.
not now, then when?
We've got a real
Wait, but
treat
you
for
gotta
us.
stay on the patio where you are. It's creepy.
Are you sure?
Don't
All
go
right.
inside.
I mean, I
Is
don't
that-
know. Yeah, all right.
Do we just
I've been
get
inside. Super,
Yeah,
super
I
creepy.
feel like you should just walk around in the dark. This is terrible. Ice cream cones. Okay, what are the rules here? Ice cream cones saying, all right, we've got somebody guessed Virginia, somebody guessed Connecticut. Should we just answer? Should we just? We
think
got to
yes or
narrow.
no.
I mean, we've got 45
Yeah.
minutes to figure out where you are. We can narrow it because we want to get the exact place where you are.
You want to get the exact place where I am.
Not just we like the closest, as close to the address as we can. Okay, so
Yeah. I think every maybe like every guess costs you a tenth of a point, and every person who gets closer gets gets an additional point.
who's getting points here?
So you have to guess in the chat.
Okay.
If you put in a guess costs you, I don't know, a tenth of a point, a quarter of a point, something like that. Or let's say a guess costs you minus 1 point. A guess that is better than the previous best guess gets you 10 points.
Why don't we just do it this way? Why don't we just do it me and everyone in the chat versus you? And for every wrong guess, you get a point, and for every guess that's closer, I get a point, and me in the chat get a point.
Okay, for every guess that's fine. For every guess that's farther away.
Okay. So, Fight My Son says Virginia. Are you in Virginia?
I'm not in Virginia.
Okay.
I'll say Connecticut is the closest guess we have so far.
Okay, but are you in Connecticut?
I'm not in Connecticut.
Okay, so that means Bilo has 2 points, and everyone else has 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Fight My Son. Still my favorite username. Fight My Son now is saying I assume that means Massachusetts. Are you in Massachusetts?
I'm in Massachusetts.
All right. We narrowed it down. Look at that. That took 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You're in Massachusetts. Okay. Hope I spelled Massachusetts right. I have no idea. Maybe this might... Now Fight My Son says South Shore.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna go
This is
feel
gonna
like-
be this is gonna be too easy now.
I
I don't know what the South Shore is.
That's my worry. Is that if I just keep answering, if I keep saying yes and or no, you can see my wife closing the window to our Airbnb so we don't get rain inside of our room.
Yeah.
Did
she roll her eyes? Did she see you
No.
and roll her eyes? Okay.
No,
Okay.
but it was very like a Rose for Emily type moment with the genders switched.
Okay. So why don't we every 5 minutes or something you give a clue or something? I don't
Maybe
know.
that's it. Maybe we just time limit it. We make people enter guesses every 5 minutes.
Or we'll give the answer every 5 minutes. Otherwise we'll do that. Otherwise it'll take 2. They'll be over.
Okay.
Okay, so we know you're in Massachusetts. This is fun. Where am I? I'm in my garage in Alhambra, California.
California. Beautiful Alhambra, California. Homos. I don't know.
Baseball great Ralph Kiner. There's a statue of him in Alhambra. Let me
Never
see.
have heard of him.
Notable people.
Gonna walk over to the neighbor place.
Phil Spector, of course, used to live in
No.
the. Phil Spector used to live in the mansion,
Yeah.
big at the largest house in Alhambra. The Pyrenees Castle, which recently sold.
That's great.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to live in the house that Phil Spector?
I used to just drive past there to look at it, and his ex-wife would come. Anybody that would park near there, his ex-wife would look on the camera and come out and scream at you. I have video of this. I want to know who bought it. I've been meaning. I forgot to email the whatchamacallit, the assessor or whatever.
One of the crazy things about the East Coast, and I think this is pretty common everywhere, is the door to hell is like very there.
What do you mean?
These storm doors or cellar doors, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Can't tell if this is coming through.
Oh yeah. What is that? That's creepy. Open that.
It appears to be locked. There's
Is
also
there
an
a
outdoor
creepy basement of this Airbnb that we can go into?
I don't know. There is an outdoor shower, which is super creepy to me.
Yeah. Especially in Massachusetts. Outdoor shower is... I don't know. I would take one. We've got some guesses here. Got 2 guesses in the chat.
Good guesses. When do we reveal the next? I suppose the city or something like that.
Well, yeah, or we can say which one it's closer to.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to collect all these.
Okay, so we got Fight My Son guessing South Shore. Ice Cream Cone guessing Plymouth. Are you closer to the South Shore or Plymouth?
I need to find out where those places are. I also see P-Town in there.
Okay, P-Town is that Provincetown? Okay, so Plymouth. Okay, Plymouth is like south of Boston, southeast of Boston.
Okay.
Where's South Shore? South Shore is closer to Boston than Plymouth. South Shore is just south of Boston. And then Provincetown is like, I guess, so there's Cape Cod Bay. It curls around like a little curlicue. And Provincetown is like the tip of the curlicue. So would you say you're closer to Provincetown, Plymouth, or South Shore?
I'm closest to Plymouth.
Okay.
I think both by road and as the crow flies.
Okay. I don't know. I just gave a point to it, not you. I don't know why.
Yeah, it seems like it's impossible for me to earn points.
The scoring system is not great. Okay, so we're trying to figure out where in the world Michael Bilo is. He is in Massachusetts, and he is closer to Plymouth than the South Shore or Provincetown. And he is also by a beach. I mean, Plymouth has a beach, but you're not in Plymouth. You would say if you were in Plymouth.
I would say if I was in Plymouth. I'm not in Plymouth.
That's the Plymouth, right?
I would imagine, but I've never been. May have been through it, but
There's a place called Sandwich, not too far from there.
There is a place called Sandwich.
Sandwich and East Sandwich.
I feel like Sagamore. I feel like
There's a place called Dennis, Massachusetts, and East Dennis. I hope you're in Dennis. Then I can just say Bilo was in Dennis.
There we go.
Okay, ice cream cone
Oh,
guessing
wow.
the Pinehurst Mobile Home Village. That's a very
Wow.
specific guess.
Let's take a
Yes.
look.
Where is that?
Take a look.
Located in Sanford? This is creepy.
That is creepy.
Hold on.
And I'm sorry. I
What?
need to find this particular mobile home park.
This is fun. Oh, my legs hurt. I was doing some yard work today.
Big man doing yard work.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Well, okay. So we had a gardener,
Sure.
and Stephanie fired him because he trimmed. She told him not to trim some plants, and he trimmed them like twice. So she fired him. But then, like, we didn't have a gardener for like 6 weeks because it's like a pain
Yeah.
in the ass to get a new one.
Sure.
So our place looked like shit. Then we finally hired another gardener. Our place looked nice again.
And then
And then he just stopped showing up. Like, he just didn't show up. And it's not like we paid. I actually paid him more than than what he asked for.
you also don't have like that many plants. You don't have like a big yard.
It's not crazy. We don't have a big house. It's pretty small. It's like a 20 to 30 minute job, and they come once every 2 weeks or whatever. But he just stopped showing up. And so, but we're like texting him, and he's like just ignoring the text. So then the other day, I'm walking in my neighborhood, and I see the gardener. He's doing one of my neighbor's houses,
Wow.
and he like makes eye contact with me and like waves and smiles, like he recognizes me. But he doesn't
think-
say anything.
You think you're blacklisted from gardeners? Like
I
the
think
Brotherhood
maybe
of
he was
Gardeners?
friends with the other gardener, so he's not doing it out of solidarity. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Cause like he put his business card on our door. That's how we found him. So it's not like he didn't need the work, or it's like he was. I don't know. It makes no sense.
It doesn't make
So
any
now our
sense. place
place looks like shit again. This is Dark Matters. 818-650-3275.
That's 818-650 dark. Nobody's made note of it. I am in Massachusetts, which means I'm starting this show at 1 a.m.
It's pretty nice.
It's late for me.
Yeah, except all your friends who are there seem to be wide awake. So,
It's
what are
true.
you missing out on right now? What's going on?
I missed out on the last round of telestrations, which is like a
Fuck is that?
it's where you have like a pad and you pass around the pad, and one person writes down a word like wake and bake, and the next person has to draw it, sees the word and draws it. They pass it to another person. That person looks at the image of like, you know, someone smoking weed in bed, and there's the sun up in the morning or whatever,
Yeah.
and has to write down what they interpret that to be, and then could be wake and bake, could be as someone wrote, wake up and smoke drugs.
Okay.
And then they pass their interpretation on to the next person who draws it. The next person interprets the drawing, etc. And then you pass them back, and you have sort of a humorous, often, set of drawing / other things.
Ice cream cone calling this telephone for hipsters.
That's correct.
I'm talking to an adult man who's wearing a t-shirt with a bow tie. My mustache in this lighting looks like a biker mustache. It's really
It
weird.
does look like a mustache. It's very manly. You also look like you
just
have
looks
more
darker
hair.
than it is. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I look like I have hair? Yes, it's because it's
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
Trust me, I still don't.
You're not getting it back?
It's growing, but there's not much to grow. I mean, I welcome it back if it wants to come.
Yeah. Do you think there will be a cure for baldness in our lifetime?
No.
No?
No. I mean, there already is a cure for baldness. You just get the LeBron, you get the hair plugs or whatever.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Hair plugs come from your body, right? They like take them out of your back and your butt and put them in your head.
I think
That's
they take it from the back of your hair or something like that. They take it from like the thicker parts of your hair, I think. I don't know. Should we call up like Bosley or something?
Call it Bosley.
You know they have late night receptionists.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh God. So many bugs out here. I'm getting bitten.
All right, we've got a guess from Ice Cream Cones at the Pinehurst Mobile Home Village.
The Pinehurst Mobile Home Village is in like Western Massachusetts.
Okay.
And so it is a worse guess.
As a worse guess than Plymouth. Okay, that's a point for Bilo.
Point for me.
I guess Bosley is like franchised. I assumed they were like one headquarters.
Bosley is just like spray on hair, right?
No,
And then
that's a hair
take a
transplant,
shower?
right?
It is a hair transplant?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
a surgery where they like literally like implant hair in your scalp or some shit. Isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. Is it? Is it like the thing? Is it like Botox where like anybody can do it now, or do they have real medical doctors?
Thank you for calling Bosley, the most experienced name in hair restoration. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance.
All right. So far, so good.
Thanks for calling Boston. This is Maria speaking. How can I help?
Oh, hi. I didn't expect to reach you this late. We're just wondering, you know, I'm pretty bald, and we're really considering like a hair restoration, and we're just wondering more about how it works. Like, where do they take the hair from?
That sounds okay. That's a good question, sir. If we take our own hair, it's like we're harvesting our own hair. Okay, and the donor area would be at the back and the sides of the head, the patient's head. All right, and then we got a strip of tissue from that area, and then we divide them into grafts, like follicles, and then we transplant them onto the area where it's needed most. So that's how we do the traditional transplant. And we also have the latest in hair restoration technology, which is the follicular unit extraction. That's FUE. It is where we take the hair follicles one by one. Same location, same area, same donor area, and then we transplant them onto the area or the spot where it's thinning. Is this your first time calling, sir?
It is, yeah.
Okay, and you're calling for yourself or someone else?
Yeah, I'm calling for myself. Do you know what Jeremy Piven had done? Because I kind of want to do that one.
Jeremy, I'm sorry, I didn't know him, sir.
Oh, he was on
I'm not,
Entourage. He played Ari. I don't know if you watched that show.
Not sure about that. Not familiar.
Yeah, because
Nope, not familiar, sir.
Oh, that's fine.
But we have some information you might want to... Yes, thank you.
Okay.
We have some information you might want to receive one. I can send it through email, so you'll get an instant access.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you good general information about the process,
Okay.
of course, and other services that we have.
Sure.
Can I have your first name, please?
Sure, it's Michael.
Michael, and your last name?
It's Bilo, Bilow.
Okay. Your address, please.
It's let me think. I just bought a new house, so let me think of which address to give you. It is. Let me give you the. Okay. 5919 Franklin Avenue.
Franklin? How do you spell it? S-P-R-I-N-K?
Yeah, L-I-N.
L-I-N
Yeah.
Avenue? Okay.
Yeah, that's in Los Angeles, California.
Okay, what's the zip code, sir?
90027.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 90028. I'm in 90027 now, but yeah, it's 28 is where I used to live.
Okay. Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Franklin Avenue. S-P-R-I-N-K-L-I-N as in Avenue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to find it on Google, but it's not recognizing.
Franklin. Like the first name.
Oh, F-R... Oh, Franklin. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it, sir. One moment. There's Franklin Avenue, Los Angeles, California. And may I also have your phone number?
Yeah, it's 818 650 3275.
Okay.
Dark.
818-650-3275, right?
Yeah. Dark.
Okay. And is it okay to call you in the future, sir?
Oh, please. Yeah,
sometimes
anytime. I'm
or
really
most of the
interested,
time
so
we
yeah.
Yeah, we have promotions and updates for special offers, and we automatically dial the patient's phone number. And since we have your number, we're going to do the same thing. But,
Okay.
of course, you'll be speaking with a live representative, okay?
Okay, great.
What's your email address, sir?
Sure. So it's Dark,
Yes.
D-A-R-K, and Matters. So it's DARKMATTRAS SHOW darkmattersshow@gmail.com. That's my personal address.
DARKMATTER
S.
or...
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
S and then SHOW.
Okay.
SSHOW@gmail.com. Dark Matters
All right.
Show.
At Gmail.
Yeah.
Right. Got it. And I'd like to know about your hair loss condition, sir. Is it just starting or more advanced?
It's advanced. It's quite advanced.
Okay. Have you used any hair loss treatment in the
No.
past since it started? No? Okay. And when did you notice that your hair is thinning out, sir? Has it been like years now?
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and send you the email for the information. You can check the spam if it's not in your inbox. And it also has a link to a gift card, which is worth $250, and that goes towards your Bosley procedure in the future, should you decide
wow.
to.
That's
Okay?
a lot.
So
Yeah.
it's all in the email. Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir. And we're also, we are offering everyone a free consultation, and it looks like you're closest to the Beverly Hills location.
Oh.
That's where we do the transplant, actually.
Beverly Hills is nice.
And if you also would want to, right, sir, that's where our headquarters office is. So if you like, we can make an appointment. So you'll meet privately with one of the senior counselors, and it's going to be a face-to-face meeting with one of them. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, then let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and check for the available schedules. Maybe you
actually,
can go.
Can they call me
on,
back? Can they call me
say,
back from that? Because I don't have my calendar in front of me. I have to talk to my assistant.
Of course, absolutely, so, sir. But in the meantime, you can check the email and see how it goes. See from there.
Okay,
All
great.
right? And so I guess it's all set. I have your record created, and we'll of course keep you posted about some promotions. But I suggest that you come in for a free assessment. It's always a free consultation with Bosley, even after the procedure. So you can always come in and get an assessment done. So we'll see from there, sir.
Okay, great.
Okay?
All right. How are you doing otherwise? You having a good night?
It's a good day here. It's daytime here.
Oh yeah. Where are you at?
So, I'm also, sir, it's Manila.
Oh wow.
Philippines.
Yeah, I have some friends from the Philippines.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Have you been here?
I haven't. No, I really want to go though.
That's perfect. Oh yeah, it's daytime here, and
Is it hot? Is
it's
it
real hot
It's hot
right
yeah.
now.
Is it humid?
It's hot here. Yeah, and that as well. Yeah, that. Anyway, just let us know when you're free to make an appointment, and we can always help you.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
No problem. So, can I help you with anything else?
I mean, I have a lot of problems, but I don't know that you can help me with them.
I hope so, but don't worry, because everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Just hang in there.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Sure. Have a good night, sir. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hang in there.
Do you
Hang
think
in there,
anyone else is calling the Bosley line at 10:40 p.m.?
It's insane that they would operate a line this late at night.
Yeah,
There's
maybe
no-
people get drunk or something, and they're like, "Fuck it, I need to fix my hair."
I mean, the Bosley hair, the
Call
Bosley
Bosley hair.
is the new CAA receptionist.
Yeah, they're up. We could call her like every week. We could really establish a relationship here.
We could.
I don't really feel bad because I feel like
that woman.
Nobody's calling. Nobody's calling.
No.
She was probably like watching TV and she was like, just looked at her phone and she was like, really? Okay. It's probably the first time it's like she's probably had this job for like 4 years and it's like the second time the phone is rung.
Should I go try to get Bosley? Do you think they would like send me away as a person who
You could just be
know,
like, you want your hairline like even further down?
Or will they try to convince me that I am balding?
They probably would. They'd be like, oh yeah, you've got like a widow's peak going there. You've got a little area here. You could definitely improve that.
Yeah. What about, like, would they give me the Carlos Boozer? Like, I feel like I have enough hair that I could
You
get
wanna
away with.
go backwards. Yeah.
I could get away with tattooing my scalp.
Yeah. Or
Speaking
what
of-
if you say you want to look like? You go and you tell them you want to look like you had hair surgery, even though you have plenty of hair. You really like the way it looks. You want like a straight line.
Yes. What's his name? Our good friend Danielle has a guy that she had a big crush on in high school.
By the way, happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you now?
34.
34.
Jesus year.
How's it feel?
I don't know. The same. I mean, like, someone told me I'm firmly middle-aged today, which is like, you know, which is
not true. No.
No?
No, you got no.
You know, I feel like really middle age begins at, I don't know. It's hard to know where the line is, because I feel like it's like you really should talk about middle adulthood and not middle age, because like middle age, like, you know, I'd be very lucky to live to like 84 or something like that, which would put middle age, the middle third of my life, starting at 28, which feels a little bit early.
Well, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, is the period of life between 45 and 60.
Wow.
When you are no longer young but not yet old. This is according to something I randomly Googled, so it's probably right.
I can go tell my father-in-law he's old. That'll be fun. He'll like that.
I think he's aware. How's it feel? You're 16 years away from a prostate exam. That's a good question.
That's great news.
I wouldn't mind a prostate exam.
Prostate exam and colonoscopy, right?
Yeah, colonoscopy I think now is 45 now. I want to say
45. Come on.
So.
Actually, I forget whether I went to the hospital before the last Dark Matters or after.
When'd you go to the Oh, for your friend.
My friend. Yeah,
How's
my
your friend doing?
He's doing a lot better.
Is he pooping?
He is pooping. Thank God. My friend, my old roommate. So his mom texted me at like 1 a.m. saying that my friend was going into the hospital to get his appendix out, and he got his appendix out, but it had already ruptured.
Oh no.
And so he
It's a nightmare.
yeah, so when I was there to visit him, because I really did not want to go inside of a hospital.
Yeah.
But I did. He had like a tube. He had a tube through his nose to remove poop from his stomach.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
What the fuck? No.
Yeah.
It was just coming up. Wait, it was what? Poop. Wait, what do you mean poop?
Yeah, so he had a tube through his nose, like down his esophagus and into his stomach to take black stuff out of his stomach. Yeah, or maybe it was like down into his small intestine. I don't know where exactly that tube ended. But...
Why did it go that way? Why didn't it go up his butt or something?
Then
you've got to like taste it or something. I don't know.
No, I mean it's just in a tube and it's like it's liquid. But that, I walked with him down we did like a little loop around the hospital and we're talking about a walk of, I don't know, 200 meters or something like that.
Yeah.
And he got winded, and this is a man my age walking on 200 meters on flat terrain over at a leisurely pace. Was really
all right. Well,
terrifying.
Let's give a recap for those of us just joining us. We're playing Where in the World is Michael Bialo. We know that he is in Massachusetts, somewhere near Plymouth, closer to Plymouth than to South Shore and Provincetown.
Ice cream cone guessed I was at the Pinehurst Mobile Home Village, but spelled it really wrong. And I just threw that into Google and got something in Western Massachusetts. That was wrong. I then typed Pinehurst Mobile Home Village into it, and it's a couple of miles outside of Plymouth. It is farther from where I am than Plymouth.
Okay, there you go.
So I'll still keep the point, but it is not as. So
we're trying to figure it out. I feel like we'll be able to find it. Now we should get. It's like 10:46. And then we called Bosley Hair Restoration, and apparently they have a receptionist at 10:46 p.m. And I signed myself up for a consultation. I didn't get the email, by the way.
And Ian Roberts' wife. Well, you spelled Dark Matters wrong. You spelled it Dark Mattress.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I don't think it would have mattered.
You spelled it Dark Mattress how?
Dark Mattress how? That's the new name of our show. Oh, I'm hungry now. I shouldn't be, because we're talking about what is happening right now. We're going indoors.
We're indoors. We're inside the Airbnb now.
Is everybody sleeping?
Yeah.
Fight my son saying, "Are you west of Plymouth?"
I am not west of Plymouth.
Oh, that's another point for Bialo. Okay, so Bialo is east of Plymouth. Wait, but Plymouth is on the ocean. You can't go further east of Plymouth. In Massachusetts.
You certainly can.
But you said you're not, but east of Plymouth is Provincetown. You said you're closer to Plymouth than Provincetown. So that means you're so there's this U shape, you're somewhere on the bottom of the U, I guess?
I mean, that would be what it implies, I would say.
Okay, so are you in Dennis? That would be so cool if you were in Dennis.
I am not in Dennis.
Okay, he's not in Dennis. All right, so you're somewhere on the bottom of this U. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got Sandwich, East Sandwich, Barnstable, West Barnstable, Yarmouth, Dennis. We know he's not in Dennis. East Dennis, South Dennis, Pleasant Lake, Brewster. Well, Pleasant Lake's not near the beach. Brewster, Namskakit. Okay, now we're getting too close to Provincetown. We're so close.
You guys are close.
Other Duck says Barnstable or Yarmouth in the putting $100 up, which is not necessary.
I'm in a super 70s house. I wish people.
Whoa,
could-
what is that? Are those National Geographics behind you?
Yeah, these are all. Yeah, it looks like a bookcase, but it's all National Geographics.
Can we find one with weird boobs?
I mean. Oh Jesus Christ! Spider. Oh God.
Yes.
Ugh.
That was the best part of the whole show. Wait, there was a spider just where you put your hand?
Yeah, I tried to pull one of the ones from 1959 out, and just like a black spider just raced out.
That was cool.
December 1999.
Okay, this is weird, but I feel like I had that one when I was like, I've had that one. I've read this one.
Oh God, I'm like already reacting to the dust just from touching these things.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got Barnstable and Yarmouth. Those were the suggestions from the Edward Gorey house. That sounds cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's in Yarmouth.
Go to the Edward Gorey house.
What's that? Cheetah?
It's little baby cheetah.
Oh, that's cute. Like, who would have thought you'd get a, okay. Other Duck is saying, did you pay more or less than $150 for this Airbnb?
Yeah, I guess you have to pick a direction. You have to pick a direction where...
Oh, okay, yeah, pick one. I'm gonna guess it's more, because there's a lot of people staying here. Other Duck says, did you pay more than $150?
I did pay more than $150.
Alright, get a point. Okay.
I don't know what was per night per person, but certainly more than $150.
Okay, are you... Okay, I'm gonna say that you're closer to the beach than you are to Highway 6.
Closer to the beach than I am to Highway 6. Let's see. Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, and you're not in Dennis. You're not in any of the Dennises. Not in Dennis or East Dennis.
Not in Dennis or East Dennis.
Okay. And you're closer to Plymouth than Provincetown, so you're not in Brewster. So I feel like we're going west of Dennis here. Okay. Other Duck saying, are you east of Centerville?
Am I east of Centerville? I am west of Centerville.
West of Centerville. Okay, that's a point for Bilo. West of Centerville. Okay.
I am not above a bowling alley and below another bowling alley.
Okay.
Neither of those is
So
correct.
we've got... Okay. Wait, but what made us think that you were in the bottom of... So you're... But okay, I'm going to say that you're east... You're east of Sandwich.
I am east of Sandwich.
All right. Okay. And we're narrowing it down pretty tight here. So, closer to the beach than Highway 6.
Should put up a,
Between Centerville, I should put this map up here.
Can you, put the Google map up and try and pinpoint it.
Well, hold on. I'm going to put it in a different window.
God, that fucking spider's gonna murder me.
Probably not. Most spiders are not going to murder you. Okay. Okay, here's our map here. Okay, so we're east of Sandwich and west of Centerville, but close. So we're we're somewhere in this circle right here. Okay. Okay, so are you... Okay, are you in Mashpee?
I am not in Mashpee.
Where the fuck is Mashpee?
Mashpee, I think is actually too far east.
Oh,
But
Mashpee's too far west. Mashpee's too far from the beach.
West. Or
Yeah.
it's south of the
Too far
of the
south,
6th.
yeah. But that's another point for Bilo. No, we know that Bilo is between Sandwich and Centerville. West. Okay, are you in West Barnstable? Barnstable?
I am not in West Barnstable.
Okay. Damn it. Okay, ice cream cone. Guessing you're in Millway Beach.
Let's see. Where's Millway Beach?
Or wouldn't you know if you were there or not?
Yeah, Millway Beach is too far east.
Oh yeah, there's Millway Beach. Right.
Oh, God.
Right, because you're between Centerville and East Sandwich. Okay. Are you... Okay. Okay, are you within a mile of the Sandy Neck Gatehouse?
Oh man. I feel like the noose is tightening around my Sandy Neck. Let's see. I'm very close to a mile. Like, it would be if you were as the crow flies. I think it's about a mile, but it is. Driving directions say 2 miles.
Okay, how to measure distance as the crow flies with Google Maps. How do you do that?
I guess you know what? I'll get the coordinates and I'll plug them in.
Okay. Oh, measure distance. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, within a mile of the Sandy Neck Gatehouse? That's really close then. Look at this, guys. That's like really close. Alright. Like there's not even anywhere to stay over here. This is all marshland. There's not even roads. So that means you gotta be over here. Look how close we are now. Hunty says you're on a boat.
I'm not on a boat.
Okay, that's
I'm on
point,
land.
point for Bilo. Okay.
It's not unreasonable. Except that
Ice Cream Cone is saying... Well, Leonard Road is the... But Ice Cream Cone, he said that he was a mile as the crow flies from Sandy Neck Gatehouse. So and that's... Leonard Road is only like 2,000 feet. So what is this town called here? I don't know. Are you in East Sandwich?
I am an East Sandwich.
Oh, yeah! East Sandwich. Sounds delicious. Okay. East Sandwich. East Sandwich is pretty big. Okay, but we know you're in the east part of East Sandwich. Okay.
It's true.
Are you, yeah. Hunty wants to know what the East Sandwich was. Are you within,
It was the East Godmother sandwich from
okay.
Bay City's Italian Deli.
Are you off of Carlton Drive?
Yes.
One could take Carlton Drive to get to you.
I am off Carlton Drive.
Wow. We're really pinpointing it here. Okay. So we're off of Carlton Drive in East Sandwich.
I don't know if there's a way to like.
Oh, here's what we do next. Just go to Airbnb.
But they won't give you the address.
Yeah, but don't they give you a circle or something? And let's go like super far in the future to when it's probably not going to be booked. Okay, and we know there's like a lot of guests, right? So there's like at least 5 adults here. Okay. Well, there's like no Airbnbs in East Sandwich. Well. Okay. Ice cream cone, is the road that you were staying on named after a fruit?
Oh man, these are good questions. No.
Okay, so it's not. We've got Cranberry Lane, Blueberry Lane, so it's not there. We've got Foxcroft Lane, Beachway, Lloyd Lane, Weathervane Lane. That's a fun lane. Scorton Marsh Road, Oak Ridge Road, and Lost Meadows. And then there's a couple other ones. Gilson Way and Joy Circle. Those are all the possibilities.
That's JOI Circle.
Jerk off instruction circle. I don't really get, like, I don't need instructions on how to do that. I figured it out on my own. Wow. Ah! I'm gonna stop measuring distance. There we go. Okay. Anybody in the chat? We're so close, guys. We're so close. Okay. Are you closer to New Boats or Hall Builders?
New Boats or what?
Those are the only two things on Google Maps.
I see New Boats.
Yeah, and then Hall Builders is further down.
I'm closer to New Boats.
New Boats. All right. I think it's almost time to do satellite view.
We're now at the point where I can see myself on the map. So.
Okay, yeah, so we know we're in here somewhere. We're not on Blueberry or Cranberry. All right. Is there a path? Okay, let's just look at the satellite now. Okay, if you look out the door of your house, can you see another house?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Wait, and there are 2 houses near each other, huh? Because some people were staying... Okay, okay. Can you see the beach from the house that you're in?
No.
No.
Or I don't know. It's not easy to see if I can.
Okay. Okay.
Holy shit. Oh my god, I got just eaten when I was outside.
Are you on Scorton Marsh Road? I feel like you would know if you were. I feel like you should know what road you're on.
Yeah, I should.
This is like the only show where we give people instructions on where to find you.
It's true.
Lloyd
No.
Lane.
I'm not on Scorton Marsh Road.
Well, ice cream cone. Here's what I'm saying. Lloyd Lane, though, you can see the beach from, I would think, because it's really close to the beach. I mean, there's not. What about Weather Vane Lane? Are we on Weather Vane Lane?
Not on Weather Vane.
Okay, we're not on Weather Vane. Okay, are we on Lloyd Lane?
We are on Lloyd Lane.
Whoa! ICC. Wow, there's not a lot of options here. Lloyd Lane only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 houses. Okay, ice cream cone is saying number 7, Lloyd Lane.
Let's see. I don't know what it is. Let's find out.
We can street view this shit now, can't we? Oh wait, there's not even street view here? Oh, here we go.
No, I'm not at 7 Lloyd Lane.
Okay, let's do the street view now. Where's Lloyd? Here's Weather Vane. Okay, here's Lloyd Lane. Here we go. Wow, we're like where you are right now. They haven't street viewed this since 2014. Okay, here we are. Here we are at 1 Lloyd Lane. I could see this being creepy at night. Okay, now we've got a little roundabout here.
Hunter saying this is where they shot the new Pet Cemetery.
I
He's
wouldn't
not
be
wrong.
surprised. Alright, oh look at this cute trash can here. Okay, here we are. We're in this little roundabout here. Could be any of these. There's not that many houses though.
No.
I wish they had a night street view. I mean, I realize that's why they don't have one, because you wouldn't be able to. Let's see what it looked like in 2011.
You really can't see shit.
Looks the same.
It should look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ice Cream Cone's putting a new guess.
Okay, let's look at 10 Lloyd Lane.
I'm not at 10 Lloyd Lane.
All right, not at 10. Okay, what's this one? This one looks like it's 11 Lloyd Lane. It's a big building. There could be many people there. Are you at 11 Lloyd Lane?
Not at 11.
Oh, look at all the solar panels on number 9. Are you at 9 Lloyd Lane?
No.
What? There's like no more. Okay. All right. What about 1 Lloyd Lane?
I am at 1 Lloyd Lane.
Wow. Oh yeah. So you're in the small. That's a good point. You're at the smallest house on Lloyd Lane.
Correct.
This is very satisfying.
1 Lloyd Lane. I took a piss by that tree because people were using there are too many people using the bathroom.
Which tree? Can you pinpoint it here on Google Maps here?
Yeah, it's that. If you look at the house, heading in the direction of the beach.
Yeah.
It's the tall tree, just to the north, just to the north west of the house.
Somewhere here. This is where Michael Bilo. You can see, folks. That's where Michael Bilo urinated today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Today. No, literally don't send the cost, the delivery costs out here are I like try to order myself a lobster roll, and yeah, everything is closed and nothing, and things are so far away.
We can't. Oh wow, there's nothing. British Beer Company. This food all looks bad too.
Yeah.
Is there not good food in Cape Cod?
I don't really know because like I'm eating at another person's house, so.
Oh wait, so the person you're seeing like lives here?
It's their parents. Their parents have a house on Carlton.
Their parents have a house. I see.
Yeah.
They don't live there. They have a house there.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It is fun. It's like, I would never want to live here, but it's nice to visit.
Yeah. Well, that was cool. We found your exact address.
Found the exact location that I'm staying at. So now, if somebody wants to kill me, which I guess was really the point of this, was to kill me.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Like, that's so fucking far out of the way, and there's other people there too.
Totally.
You have to really go out of your way. Plus, they could just find your house in LA and kill you.
It's true.
Ice Cream Cone asking if they have June 85 of National Geographic. They must, right?
85?
Yeah. Which one has spiders? Oh! We've got a call. Dark Matters.
I recently went on a road trip that almost went to Massachusetts, but also had the issue of not being able to eat food late at night because everything's closed in small towns.
Yeah, that's annoying. Wait, what's so special? I remember this cover of National Geographic.
This is like the most famous cover.
Yeah.
This
What
one's
is
probably
that?
worth money.
That's okay on that's selling on eBay for between $15 and $400.
It's a mint. It's a mint 1985.
How do you know it's mint?
Well, other than like the snot from my nose that just came out on it, it seems like it's in good shape.
Well, you can get it. Well, like new mint, somebody's trying to get $400 for it.
A lot.
I doubt, but that's that's
fucking
might
magazine.
just be like somebody else is selling it for $15.
Yeah, probably some copy that, no offense, somebody jerked inside of.
Yeah, this one's got some creasing on it. The $15 one.
I remember there was one night where they gave me pity at a Dunkin' Donuts and just wouldn't allow me to pay for a muffin. That's how unfood-like the area was.
Yeah, in Massachusetts somewhere.
Oh no, I almost went to Massachusetts. I was supposed to be at Fenway Park this weekend for Yankees versus Red Sox, but then I had to cut my trip a little short.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to be in Massachusetts this week.
You could have surprised Bilo.
I could have.
What are you gonna do?
But I was trying to do something else.
How's it going, Hunty? How's your week?
I'm all right. Little confused by this episode because I came in halfway through, and it feels like one that definitely knowing the rules helps.
Yeah, probably would have helped us too. We were just we were playing. Oh, yeah, Bilo won, by the way. We were playing everybody against Bilo, and if we were closer, then we got a point, and if we were not, Bilo got a point.
Yeah, no, the exposition for that was very clear. But so is this like another wedding, Bilo?
Yeah, what is going on here, Bilo? Why you still have not really explained this bow tie?
Oh, so I did so this is the reunion of my wife's friends from college. They like get together and like get a house.
Yeah, because your wife went to college in Boston, right?
She did. And her her friends get together approximately like 2 times every 3 years or 3 times every 2 years to hang out.
That's doable. That's
And-
very doable. If I
Yeah.
could remain friends with people and have to see them 3 times in 2 years, that's so doable for me. I don't know that I would want to fly though.
Yeah, they hang out for a few days, 3 times every 2 years.
Who's the most
And-
Who's the most successful one, and who's the least successful one, and is it awkward? Like, is there one who's like living out of their car, and then everyone else is like, this is Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters. Nobody's really living out of their car.
Who do you like the least?
Oh, great question. Oh, I mean, it's very clear. There's this
wow
person within the group who like dated one of the other people in the group, and then they broke up.
Yeah. So you can't be
like,
friends with them anymore?
No, well, I didn't like that guy, and but he's still part of the group.
Oh, yeah, that's awkward.
Have either of you ever been the least successful person in the group?
Depends on what group I'm in, but yes. When I was getting yelled at by Bob Odenkirk, I was the least successful person in the room.
Yeah, that checks out.
I've definitely been the least successful person. I mean, I've definitely brought food into a room full of successful
Very
people
successful
and
people.
said, here's your salad. I'm sorry, they didn't have anchovies. I'm sorry, I got you. Yeah. Definitely done that many times.
I guess I mean more like when I look back to like what's that thing they say like when I look back to Pew Pew Pachoo and the fact that everyone on that team was so much better than me is like that's a compliment to me because y'all dragged me along. And like I always think of like that type of thing as like a very fascinating structure.
Hunter, you were not dragged along. You were a integral part of the group. A much better
because I
improviser
helped
than Andre.
I just like the idea of people from Harvard falling flat on their faces. That's really why I asked that question. I wanted there to be like some story of woe. Obviously, it didn't come true. We found Brother Wags. You can see this is the exact address that Bilo is at. We did another Where in the World is Michael Bilo, and he is at 1 Lloyd Lane in East Sandwich, Massachusetts.
And I could have surprised him if I didn't leave Massachusetts early. But I was trying to go to Massachusetts for a booty call, let's be honest.
Yeah, well, that's about the only reason I would go to Massachusetts. That's not true. What else is in Massachusetts?
There's a lot of stuff.
There's stuff. I'm sure there's stuff.
I mean, Fenway Park.
Yeah, Fenway Park. That'd be cool for, few hours. Who figured? We all did. We did it as a group effort. We just narrowed it down over time. And look at these. We've got. If you want to see any issue of National Geographic, Bilo has the full set there. In this Airbnb in East Sandwich. How many sandwich pun places do you think there are in Sandwich or East Sandwich? We also called Bosley Hair Restoration today. They have the late night receptionist. Very nice woman from the Philippines.
In the last few weeks, have I brought up my deep passion for the motorcycle song?
I believe you did, yes. You said you're listening to Arlo Guthrie on repeat on your drive.
Okay, cool. I was just bothering Ice Cream Cone in the DMs about it, and I wanted to make sure.
I got thirsty. Oh, I have water. I got thirsty all of a sudden. I guess this is after the matters now.
This is after the matters.
Boom. Great question, Brother Wags. Are you drugged, or are you just? It's just because it's late there.
It's very late here.
But you're on West Coast time, so you shouldn't be tired.
I'm not on West Coast time.
Yeah, you are. Your biological clock is on West Coast time.
His biological clock is in middle age.
Yeah.
Heyo.
34. I want to say I remember 34, but I remember very little of the. I couldn't. Do you know what happened at specific age? I have no fucking idea. I couldn't tell you what I did at 30. I'd have to like do math in my head to figure it out.
Kind of feels like everything was either 26 or before or after.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because I feel perpetually like 26, like just adult enough, but like not a grown up.
What should we do for my 40th birthday?
We've got time, baby.
We've got a
time.
year and 3 months or something to figure it out.
Year and 3 months. We should.
That's like a week in Dark Matters time that we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be next week.
I know. There's been so much Dark Matters, and there's just been so much Dark Matters.
Yeah. Is that a complaint?
No, it's not. It's not. It's just I feel bad that I'm looking up best boobs in National Geographic. And
best. I mean, yeah. I mean, we can't show him though. Okay, we've got a National Geographic request. We're taking your request. Bilo has the complete catalog of National Geographic here. So if you want to see, like, maybe the month you were born or something, I don't even know. He's probably got it there. That's fun.
There's a... Oh, my. There's a post from 2017 on NGS Collectors, which I assume is National Geographic Society Collectors.ning.com, called The Elusive White Breast on the pages of National Geographic.
No. No. Where? Oh, man. Oh, I'm like hungry. I can't eat. I lost like 3 pounds this week.
That's great.
I'm losing weight again. It's really
exciting. I want to fuck
France.
Fuck that France.
Heard of it, bitches.
Can you imagine the editorial meeting for that? What's our issue going to be about this month? France. What does that even have to do with National Geographic?
Yep, you're right. There are naked people, naked architecture students, pressured by upperclassmen. A splash of green here, a spot of yellow there. Only daubs of paint cover what God gave first-year architecture students at the National Fine Arts School. And I'm going to put this up because you really can't see anything.
Oh, yeah, I actually literally can't see anything. It just looks like a party. Looks like a party I wouldn't want to go to.
Yeah. Pressured by upperclassmen to streak through Paris as an initiation, they found refuge in a haven for the literati, the Café aux Deux Magots. July 1989.
Yeah, isn't that where what's his face used to go? Sartre.
You
Yes,
would know better than I would.
I just wikied it, and it is.
When it comes to French shit.
Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre. February 1970, pages 190 and 191. 2 women buying herbs at a market. That sounds like something the Tooth Man would write as a clue.
Hold on, where'd I fucking put my pen? I should be smoking herb for this 2 women herb experience.
Yeah.
Yep, those are topless women buying herbs.
What are they? They're just buying herbs?
They're just buying herbs.
Why is that in National Geographic?
I don't know. Market day brings merriment to girls buying a handful of herbs in the town of Bati. Resting camels parked behind them.
Has anybody done an investigation into like National Geographic did that on purpose, right? To get people to.
Oh my god.
Gross.
The caption on this image becomes just it makes a strong turn into racism.
Yeah.
I'll stop before it gets racist, but we can just start here. Handsome in youth, Danakil women age rapidly under the stress of hard work and harsh climate.
Jeez Louise.
And then it refers to them as people linked by legend to the biblical sons of Ham.
All right, we've got an offer $200 to charity for you to jizz on one of these magazines. I don't know how I feel about that.
Unfortunately, the price on like my dignity is unfortunately like out of sync.
Yeah.
Like I would rather give that money to a charity. I would give that money myself to not.
This is a great question. You have posted on Facebook that there was a pie.
Yes.
At your house.
It's probably still there unless somebody stole it. If somebody wants to go to my house and take the pie, my sister sent me a pie from the Elegant Farmer in Wisconsin.
So it's probably like packed with ice and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And there was a wedding present delivered. Rich Blue Shirt makes a great point about dignity.
Yeah. We still have not gotten a clear answer on the bow tie and t-shirt and why it's still there.
I just like wearing it.
I have to ask, was the pie thing just an excuse for us to pick up your wedding gift?
No. The pie thing is because there's a pie there that's going to get eaten by. It was
weird because you didn't say, like, I guess you don't want to advertise that you're not home, but it did make it seem like the pie was so beneath you that you just wouldn't even bring it into your house. You just left it on the porch.
No,
you didn't want to go
home.
near the pie or something.
No, that's not how it is. I'm not home, so I physically cannot acquire the pie. I would have wanted to have the pie had I been home, but there's a pie and I think a wedding gift out in front of my house that like will get stolen unless somebody goes.
Take the drive. I could go drive right now and see where they'll take me like 20 minutes. I can see if the pie is there.
I would appreciate it, but you know.
I don't know. I wish I had a mount for my phone in my car. I could do that.
I wouldn't be.
I feel like if you advertised the wedding gift, more people would have gone.
Yeah, but you probably want to keep that, huh?
I do. I would like to keep the wedding gift. At least I need to keep the card to know what to think.
Yeah, Frankie, go do it.
Yeah, I wish I had I don't have a mount for my phone. Is the problem? Sounds kind of dangerous. If I could mount my phone to my dash or something, that would be good. Then I would totally do it. How long would it take me to get to your house right now?
Yeah, 20 minutes probably? Less?
Probably. It is Saturday too. People are driving like fucking morons.
Which you can be one of them.
I could be one of them. I might be. Wait, no, that's not where your house is. I don't actually know the number of your address. I just know the street because I know where it is. I don't really need to know the number. Do you guys ever go to Casito de Campo?
Yeah. I haven't been, but I've gotten takeout from there.
Google says it would take me 19 minutes to get to your house right now.
I think it's worth it.
A freeway driving. Why do you have your glasses down on your nose like a librarian?
Because I'm sexy.
That is true. Oh, I just farted again. I'm back to eating so many beans.
I am sexy, but harsh living will cause me to age rapidly.
Yeah. How much do you weigh, Bilo? Do you think I could ever weigh less than you?
Yeah, I think so. You don't weigh that much less than me, and I'm like pretty heavy. I weigh like 185.
Oh, I got a ways to go.
What, Frankie?
I'm at 210 right now, which is great for me.
Oh shit!
It's great.
You're also like much taller than I am.
Yeah.
You're what? 6'1", 6'2"?
I wish. No, I'm just 6 foot.
Really? I always think you're taller, I guess.
I wear really chunky shoes right now because of my weird ear thing. I have to wear super thick shoes to cushion the blow of my feet on the ground. That's true.
Because it echoes in your ear?
Echoes in my ear, yeah. It travels up my leg, through my skull, and into my ear.
That's insane.
So if I walk barefoot on like a hard pavement, it sounds like boom, boom, boom. It sounds like there's a giant walking around. It's so loud. So I wear really thick shoes.
Wait, so does that make you a better editor, Frankie, because you've grown up with more rhythm like that? Real question.
Well, I've only had this for like 3 years now, so unfortunately it's a new phenomenon. I'm definitely more aware of my body being able to fucking hear it all the time.
By the way, I'm about 228 now, so
hey.
I like that. We're all, yeah.
Yeah, I hope Bilo weighs. I hope I can weigh less than Bilo. I don't know why. I don't know what the goal is.
Ice cream cone putting a lot of ellipses in the chat.
Are we having some fun to some Nat Geo pics? Is that what's going on?
No, I think he's just commenting on our discussion of weight.
This is After the Matters, the official Dark Matters After show. You can call us up at 818-650-3275.
Hold on. Here's my pitch.
Okay.
Frankie, take up the pie, drive it to me. That groan.
It's just so. I mean, that's probably something I would do like 6 out of 10 days. I probably would be doing that right now, but I don't have it in me. Ice cream cone saying, "What was my max weight?" I think my max weight is probably around 285. Everyone does seem drugged, Brother Wags, and I'm not even drugged. You should have done this outside, but go back outside.
No, they bite me outside.
The fuck? Go back outside. It was creepy. It was fun.
It was creepy.
It was much better. I still don't know how I feel about these clear glasses.
What? You mean your clear glasses? What's wrong with them?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oof.
Go outside. Wait, what time is it there?
It's
not even 3 in the morning. I also have incredibly skinny limbs though, so I don't have any like weight on my arms and legs. So when I'm big, it all goes to my gut. So I feel like when I was 250, I had the same torso meat as like a 300-pound person. Because I have a woman's wrist. This is the smallest available size men's wedding ring. Because my fingers are so skinny. they did not have. They didn't make. There was only one available at the store because they would have to special order any other design than this one because of how skinny my finger is. Did I put on sympathetic pregnancy weight? Oh fuck yes I did. I sure did. Not this last time because of the pandemic, but the first time, hell yeah, I put on like 30 pounds. What are we doing? But I know you're tired because it's quote unquote 2:30 in the morning there or whatever. You claim that your body is on East Coast time now, even though you've been there for like
And
one
normally
day.
I would be asleep anyway.
At 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11th. Oh. Is this still broadcasting?
Hello?
What just happened? Can you hear me, Hunty? That was crazy.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Am I broadcasting? Whoa. What the fuck happened?
I
I wonder
see
what
on
that
the
looked like
screen.
for you guys. My computer like froze. And now this is a different
I
webcam,
heard-
by the way. My one webcam
It was
stopped
like
working.
the word 11.
The fuck? And now I lost Bilo. But it says he's on Skype. That was weird. Really? I gotta watch that back. That was crazy. Now I lost Bilo.
Ice cream. Make a clip of it.
Yeah, I want to see the clip. Alright, let's see if I can get Bilo back. That was crazy. That was fun. I think I tripped out. This is like when I passed out last week. There he is. There's Michael Bilo. Something weird happened with my computer. All my hard drives dismounted themselves.
Oh shit.
And now they're back. That was so weird. I'm gonna watch this clip.
Ice cream cone guy.
Whoa. 11th. Creepy. Oh man, what did I miss?
I mean, I don't think anything.
Did I just jump through a time loop or something? Is this real?
I hope so.
Did like the world end and now this is like a new reality? No, you still got that fucking bow tie on.
This is no, it's like Steins Gate.
Stein's Gate?
Yeah.
Who's Stein? And what's up with his gate?
Oh, Berenstein. The Bears.
Oh yeah, the Berensteins.
Berenstains. They're not.
Berenstains.
Everybody says Berenstein,
Yeah.
but you find out one day that it's Berenstain.
Berenstain. You know, the shortest episode of Dark Matters wouldn't be the worst idea. You know who would like that? My wife.
Your wife.
I sent a script that I wrote to a showrunner that I worked with, and like 2 months ago, and they never said anything. So I assumed they looked at it and said it sucked, and just didn't tell me because they didn't want to hurt my feelings. But then he called me yesterday to tell me how much he liked it. It was crazy.
Well,
he said
that's cool.
He called me and told me that it was great. It's like the first time I've gotten positive feedback since I was in elementary school. He's like, "This is great." I was like, "Really? Okay." That was cool.
Can I read it and give you negative feedback?
Please. Yes, please. I need more of reinforcement of the negative voice in my head.
Well, I can whistle it through that weird hole in your ear.
Please. Yeah. If you just play it into the ground, it'll go through my foot and into the weird hole in my ear. Should I get surgery? Should I get the surgery in my head, Bilo?
Yeah, of course.
You think so? No
There's a very-
hesitation?
I feel like there's just a very special Dark Matters.
I know. I want to get. Here's the thing. I really want to invite like the doctor on, but the problem is the show is so late, and I don't want to keep him up because they're doing surgeries and stuff during the week. I would feel really bad. Oh, Brother Wags, it was the one I sent you, but it was a revised version. So it was like 75% different from the one, or 50% different from what I sent you, but it's the same concept. Yeah. Well, they gotta drill a hole in my skull, though, Bilo.
Yeah. Fair.
But, yeah. Wonder if you could film it.
Hey, you're talking about a pie, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about a pilot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about drilling a hole into your skull,
Yeah.
which is a major theme of the movie Pie.
Oh, I just caught where you were going right before you finished. That's true. Yeah, we should we should get Bilo a 16mm film camera and have him film them doing my surgery. That would be insane.
Imagining Bilo with a hand crank 16mm
Bolex
silent film deck.
Yeah, it's a loud Bolex. They're like trying to do like delicate surgery. Like this hole that they have to fix in my head it's like 6mm long. It's like the size of a pencil eraser. It's no smaller than that. And there's just this going the whole time. And then my head gets messed up. I did not know that, Edit Stock. Welcome. We were playing Where in the World is Michael Bilo. We discovered that he is at 1 Lloyd Lane in East Sandwich, Massachusetts. What other show would give you the exact location of the host to the address?
Most of them on like MTV, right? Like TRL.
Oh yeah, I guess you know where they are. But that, like, you assume that's a location that has like security.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, you can't just walk in there. And plus, it's probably like a big building with lots of offices, and you know, you couldn't just get direct access to the person. But no, here we are, 1 Lloyd Lane, East Sandwich, Massachusetts. Unless you're lying and you gave us like a slightly different number.
I'm telling the truth. I have truly no incentive to lie. I mean, I guess other than like, I don't want people to come, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. It doesn't feel like a big enough risk.
What? Yeah. So how many people are in the house with you right now?
50.
No,
and they're all big, tough dudes.
But
with
how
guns.
how many are there?
6.
6 people. And who out of so rank the 6 people in terms of how difficult they would be to beat in a fight, like a fist fight.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think probably.
Oh, my camera's on delay now again. That's weird. Delay. Just say the word delay. That's how you find out if you have a delay.
U.S. Representative Tom DeLay.
It's okay, Jay Fleischman. I was late too.
It's also, the show is also every Saturday, so it's hard to.
Yeah, no, you got it. You really need to watch them all to understand. I agree.
Yeah, you gotta get the continuity. You don't want to miss any of the canon. We do have a wide spanning canon.
We have quite a lot of canon.
What should we do next week? Oh my god! Wait, this shirt that Ice Cream Cone just put in the chat. I need this shirt. The bottom is the best part. Even my dog is waiting for Trump 2024, and by the way, he can count.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Is that like a wink that the shirt is ironic, or is that a reference I'm not getting? I don't know. No, what happened on The View? Oh, they did that in the middle.
Oh, The View was fucking crazy.
I didn't know that happened. They had them in the middle of the show. They like pulled them because they tested for positive for COVID. It's nuts.
Yeah, they pulled 2 hosts, and then they removed like Kamala Harris from the building, and then they did the interview over Skype instead.
Wow.
I hope Hoda Kotb didn't get COVID.
It was Ana Navarro and one other.
I don't know who they are.
Don't remember the one's name.
I thought I had COVID after the show last week. I literally within an hour of ending the show last week, I passed out in my bathroom with 102.5 degree fever. But apparently did not have COVID. Just had some weird... Or I had COVID and my body just fucking destroyed it and there was none left after like 8 hours. That didn't even show up on the test.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Literally, I stopped the show... Sorry, Hunter.
Oh, no, I was saying I thought I had COVID as well last week.
Oh, you did? Maybe you got it over the air.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's like a weird Japanese horror movie where it's transmitted over.
It's like
Ringu.
Or was it? No, it was like Pulse was that one, right?
I don't know that one. I only know Other Ring. Yeah, last week after the show, I hung up. We shut off the show, and I stepped out of my office, and I was like, it's cold. And I lay down in bed, and I had chills, like really bad. And I put like 2 blankets on myself, and then like an hour later, I woke up, and I was really hot, and I tried to go to the bathroom, and I just passed out in the hallway. And I had 102.5 fever. But then and I was like sick for like half a day, and then I was fine. It was weird. And I did not have COVID. I got tested like 3 times. Did not have COVID. It's weird. It was like my body was like, we just got to get through. We got to get through hour 3 of Dark Matters before we make you sick. It was just waiting. I should have just kept the show going. I would have never been sick. I don't even know where I got it from. We don't go anywhere. I don't know what... Reggie did cough in my mouth, though, so I assume that's where it came from. I don't know if you've ever had a child cough in your mouth before, but...
Not really, but I look forward to knowing that
it'll
day.
happen to you eventually.
So maybe you would say that you had COVID.
Yeah, COVID. I had something. I didn't have any other symptoms. I just had a fever and like a headache, and that was it. And then it went away. I got to watch TV for the first time in like 2 years.
Nice.
They
hear about what, Hunty?
Oh, there was a baseball player who was like, yeah, I got COVID. I was asymptomatic. Just, lost the taste, sense of taste. Fever went up to 101. Completely asymptomatic. Yeah, everything was fine.
Asymptomatic. Had to go to the hospital. I was on oxygen. I was there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, chills. Yeah. It was the second time I got it. The ace pitcher for the Red Sox, Chris Sale.
Yeah. Yeah, you see now that the NBA training camp is about to open, we're finding out about all the players who are not vaccinated and how dumb they are.
Oh, the one guy who's like he can only play because he's in San Francisco. He can only play
away games. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins can only play away games.
It's great.
Because he says his Christian faith means that he cannot get the vaccine.
No, it's Christian. It's both.
Yeah.
My wife watches a lot of Survivor, so I get a piece of the Survivor
What happens
lore.
on Survivor? They eat bugs and stuff?
They eat bugs. For sure.
They do challenges.
The guys are like, they say like, bloop bloop team, I got nothing for you. Head back to camp.
Is that the one with the torches? God, I sound like an 80-year-old man.
Torch represents your life.
That's beautiful.
Fire represents your life.
Did you ever cut reality on your way up the ring?
No, I never had to work on reality shows. I cut trailers. For some reason, I worked on the Sony lot for so many times. I worked in a secret editing room at Sony cutting like trailers for TV shows. Barry Season 3, sometime in 2022.
Have they finished blocking off that one street?
No, they're shooting. Well, actually, the call time is at 6 a.m. They're shooting on the freeway by my house again, Sunday morning. So, in about 6 hours.
Do you have to be there?
No, I can't. I was gonna be there, but just for fun. But I guess because they're on a freeway, there's like restrictions about where the crew can be. So the only crew is like inside this tiny van, and I really don't want to. There's no purpose for me being in the van. I mean, if I really
like
pushed,
you're down to 2.
Yeah, there's like 8 people in a van or something, and there's nowhere for me to sit.
I support that.
Yeah, plus I don't really want to be in a tiny van, even though everybody on set tests every day for COVID. They test 5 days a week for COVID in the red zone, so it's about as safe as you can get. Still, you look like you're thinking about something, Bilo, which is not rare for you, but it's just very prominent right now.
No, I just have like a weird, like, jaw
itch. Maybe you got bitten by a spider and you're getting like some kind of reaction.
What if I got bitten by a highly poisonous spider?
We have poisonous spiders all around our house. We have brown widow spiders, which I've learned are slightly less. Oh, we have 2 calls. I'm sorry, I didn't see this call come through. Dark Matters.
Hello, this is Wizworld Live.
Oh yeah, Wizworld Live.
I'm calling you from an after-hours Viking party at a Ren Fair.
Oh my god, I saw you were doing the Ren Fair shows this weekend. That's so cool.
Yeah.
What?
I got my prophecy read, plus I sang a rune song.
A rune song?
I'm pretty sick. Yeah, like he sang the runes in order. It's like an alphabet song, but more mystical.
I like it.
What's
Sorry.
the scene like on the ground
of the
there?
show. I just thought I should call in. The feeling here is very good. Mostly leftist. I did meet a racist Santa Claus. Other than that, pretty good.
Yeah. What percentage of mall Santas do you think are racist? Is it more or less than 50?
Sorry, hold on. Wait, sorry, is it more? What is more or less than 50?
Percentage of mall Santas that are racist.
That's a good question. I feel like mall Santas, less than 50 who remain are racist. But at this Ren Fair, 100% are racist. It's unfortunate.
I was once a Santa, actually.
Hunter! Is it the voice of Hunter?
It's the voice of Hunter.
It is the voice of Hunter.
Hunter, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? You sound fantastic.
I mean, I'm at a Ren Fair at a circle having a spiritual experience around a fire. I'm pretty good.
You sound it.
And during this, I thought I should call Dark Matters.
Well, I feel honored. And I want to let you know that we found out that Michael Bilo is at 1 Lloyd Lane in East Sandwich, Massachusetts. That's his exact address of where he is right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So in case you're in... I know
Amazing.
I don't believe you're in East Sandwich, Massachusetts, but that's where he is. 1 Lloyd Lane, East Sandwich.
Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
Yeah.
But sorry, Hunter, you were saying something. I'm sorry, I cut you off. With my enthusiasm, I cut you off.
It was something relating to what you were saying, but I'm just enjoying how much you're enjoying it.
I mean, I'm just having a blast. I got my prophecy foretold. As someone chanted a song to a drum. I mean, how in the dark and there was fire, how much cooler could a night be, really?
That's pretty epic. Oh, we've got a call. I feel like this might be a question for you. Dark Matters.
Is it
Dave? Okay.
Hey, it was World Chess Devil.
I knew
How's
it.
the show doing, buddy?
My friend. Dude, we crushed it. The shows that we got on tape are absolutely killer, and I'm so excited to actually show them. We had a show so good that when we said we had to stop the show, the crowd booed because they wanted more show.
All right,
And
that's
so
pretty
I don't know
good.
how much better a show you can. That's the tops, right? I mean, the crowd's saying, "Boo! Keep going."
Yeah.
I don't know how much more you could want out of that. How has Dark Matters been? I obviously haven't watched this week. What was the topic? How did it go?
We
How are
wanted. We
things?
were doing a
We're not
Where in the
watching
World is
Dark
Bilo,
Matters.
and we narrowed it down to one Lloyd Lane in
Oh,
East
okay.
Sandwich.
And you figured out exactly where he is.
Yeah, and we
Okay,
also
yeah.
called Bosley Hair Restoration, who apparently has a receptionist up at 10:30 p.m. So we signed up for a hair restoration
insane.
appointment. That's what we did today.
Hey, look, that's a classic Dark Matters.
Yep.
I love it. I love the show. Look, I'm just glad I could call in and chat with my friends for a few minutes before I go back to the
Yeah.
drum circle because I think more prophecies about to be foretold.
I mean, it sounds
So
like
I
it.
kind of got to go back.
Yeah, go back. Go
Hey,
have
there-
fun with
yeah, there-
people in the
there-
real world.
There's chanting. All right. I'll see you next week on Dark Matters, of course. I will come and chat. Thank you for taking my call. Yes, of course.
So as a co-producer of the Get Hard Scummies.
Oh, yeah.
Get that,
What's up with that?
Yeah.
What are you doing
get a
there?
prophecy. Go get a prophecy on that, buddy, and then tell me what
Okay,
you got.
well, when is that show happening, by the way?
I have to talk to Jersey Dave, but you go get a
You
prophecy.
don't know when it's happening? Is it in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, next week?
It's probably in about a month or so.
That's more than enough time. That's fine. And for those who don't understand, Chess Devil was somehow selected to create an award show for the current version of the Chris Gethard show. And Chess Devil, because he's a kind, generous man who knows how to find someone who will do something with no budget, asked me to help him co-produce. So
Wow.
Chess Devil and I, this is officially the first Dark Matter spin-off show. We're going to co-produce an award show.
For Chris,
I
for a
guess a month.
for a more famous person.
Yeah.
For Chris Gethard. Yeah, we're actually spinning. We're actually spinning upward more than spinning
Yeah,
off.
you're not spinning off. Yeah, you're spinning away, and yeah.
It's like the it's the Cheers
This is
Fraser
like
transition.
yeah.
Cheers
Yeah.
sucked
Pretty huge.
big ass.
Yeah,
and was,
we're the
was
dog from
completely,
Frasier.
completely unknown show.
We're the actor in the pilot that gets recast. That's who we are.
Oh my gosh! But I love you guys. I would never recast you.
Thank you.
The
All right.
drums are literally calling me, as is the fire. I have
Go.
to adhere to the flame.
Go for
and
it.
find my future. But it's nice to talk to you. I'll catch up with you more next week.
I love it.
Good night, guys. Thank you for Dark Matters.
Thank you for being you.
Bye.
Was World Live calling in? They're doing shows at a rent fair. That's fucking awesome.
It is super cool.
We got to do like what could we do like a Dio? Oh my God, kill me! Dia de los Muertes type show.
Dia de los
two
Muertos.
white guys. That'll go over well, right?
Well, yes. We can talk about why not to get the skull makeup. It's not that interesting. Really, what we should, if we want to do Dia de los Muertos, just do Dia de los Muertos and do it in a way that's
But I'm
fun
saying
and
like doing a cool. Like,
Can we talk
a cool,
about
like
my
outdoor
hair?
show somewhere?
We finally
like,
talk about my fucking hair. It matters.
what is going on with your hair?
It's just really big because it's,
It's humid?
It's humid.
Where do you get your curly hair from? Like neither of your parents have curly hair.
My dad has curly hair.
Oh,
It's
you just
really
can't see it because it's
short.
not there.
Yeah. On top of his head, you can't see it, but on the side of his head, he used to have, he has the U type baldness, the one that does this and gets rid of all of this shit.
Yeah. I think I got that.
And his hair, like when he let it grow out a little bit, used to be curly, but now he keeps it pretty tight on the sides of his head. Because it's easier for his barber Gino to maintain.
How long is your My dad went to his barber for so long that the barber died, and he now goes to the barber's apprentice. And he's been going to the barber's apprentice for like 20 years now. That's how long my dad has gone to the same barber.
That is
How
wild.
long has your dad
My
gone to his
dad-
barber?
My dad used to go to Peter and Nino's, and then Nino died.
Yeah. That's when you know when your barber dies is when you know you're old.
Yeah. Yeah. We should get more barbers on this show.
We should just have it all like a hair. We should just get haircuts
Barb
together. We should just do a show where we're both just getting our hair cut during the show.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. I have
It'd
to
be
wait
like
a couple months for that for me.
LeBron James podcast about getting your hair cut.
Is he? Is
But
is it like a? But that's like a barber shop culture or whatever. This would just be two dudes getting a haircut.
Yeah.
Barb matters.
What do they do with all the hair? Like, they get the big broom and they sweep
They
the
feed it.
hair up.
It's good teddy bear stuffing.
But does it go? Wait, what? Teddy bear stuffing?
No, it's sanitary. It's unsanitary. You can't do anything with
Yeah,
it. You gotta
but
burn
does the
it.
hair go in like all one bag, like it's just a hair bag, or does the hair go in with the
bet.
regular trash? Like, is there like a Starbucks cup in with the hair, or is it just hair? Like, are there bags of? What I'm trying to get at is here: are
Does it
there
go in
just
the green-
bags
does
of
it go in the
hair?
black trash or the green trash?
Yeah.
I would say, honestly, probably the green trash.
But is it loose, or are like I'm saying, like let's say I own a barber shop, right, and I'm getting rid of the hair. Does it all go in the same bag, and then I put that in the trash? So like if I went in the dumpster behind a barber shop, would there just be bags of hair?
I think so. Yeah. Because it just
I've got
goes
a friend's
into.
barber. I'm texting him right now to see if he's awake.
Okay, at 3 a.m. to answer. Have him call in. Okay. Quora, what happens to all the cut hair at hair salons? Using hair for oil spills. Hair can be recycled and donated to disaster recovery efforts. What?
But then you still have to throw it out after that.
Yeah, you still have to throw it out. Now there's just like a bird. You just wiped up a bird with hair. I don't know. What is it for?
No, it's the bird is like a kid with cancer, and now they have long hair again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After this is all about education. This is like
It is all
lifelong learning. What are you doing, Bilo?
I'm hiding my face.
Why?
Because I'm tired.
Oh. Okay.
Because
It's
damn
only
near
it's
3
only
o'clock in the
midnight. I
morning.
do not believe that your body does not think it's 3 o'clock. Your body knows that it's actually 12 o'clock.
I took a red eye here on Thursday.
So that means that you haven't gotten to adjust yet.
It means I have slept miserably.
Yeah, but that's normal.
I do want to know what happens to all the hair.
I really want to know what happens to all the hair. What happens to all the hair? I'm just gonna Google what happens to all the hair. What happens to hair after it's cut?
What happens to all the hair?
This is just somebody just Google search. It's not a real article. What happens to your hair after you die? That's interesting too.
That is interesting.
It's used for oil spills.
Yeah. Brother Wags. Yeah, I'll send you Bilo's address if you want to go get the pie. But it's in Los Feliz.
Yeah, I have no idea whether the pie is there or not.
Honestly,
And
if I had a car mount for my phone, I would be at your house right now. I have a plug, but I don't have a mount. You know what I mean?
I do know what you
A
mean.
mount.
Can you get a TaskRabbit to do it and just bring it to you?
That's gonna take so long. And it's gonna be so expensive. I might as well just order a pie.
You're not gonna
There's
get
no way somebody stole the pie because your house
pie.
is not like people don't walk on there's literally isn't even a sidewalk on your street to walk on.
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yeah, on both sides.
There is?
Yeah, both sides of the street have a sidewalk. It is like essentially one lane.
Yeah. It's like one of those one lane,
There
2
are
lane.
sidewalks on both sides.
But your driveway, like your car, like blocks the sidewalk.
No, it doesn't. It's like it abuts the sidewalk, but it does not block
All right,
it.
it butts the sidewalk. What I'm saying is there's not a lot of foot traffic on your street anyway.
No, there's not very much foot traffic on my street.
There wouldn't be any reason to be. So I
What?
would bet the pie is still there.
I don't know.
Wait,
I had a bunch of wedding gifts
I've got a.
I bet a coyote got it.
in front of my house.
Wait, don't you
so-
have a camera in your door? Can't you see it?
No, I don't want to have a camera in my door.
I thought you did. No, you just have a lock. You have
I just
you have a
yeah,
smart lock, but
keypad
it's not a camera.
instead of, or like a keypad, so I don't have to
Yeah.
take my keys everywhere.
Yeah.
What's the code?
Who lives in Los Feliz that we could just send over there? Oh, you know who lives in Los Feliz is Rich Blue Shirt, who was in the chat very
Rich
briefly.
Blue Shirt, yeah, lives like right in my neighborhood. He takes pictures of houses that I walk my dog past very
Yeah.
frequently.
He could go
And
check out the
trees,
pie.
and trees that I recognize.
Well, now we're talking about pie and I'm hungry. My hair hurts.
Your hair hurts?
Yeah, I
Jeez.
gotta get a new. So I got new ear cups for my headphones, but I gotta get a new band because it's like I don't know, it's making my head hurt. Is everyone excited for Emily in Paris season 2?
Yes.
I've not seen it, but I'm excited. I'm excited if
story.
you're excited.
Oh God.
I really want to say I really like the username of the person that was in the chat. His username was Fight My Son.
Missed it, but I have and you can't really tell, but I have really terrible smelling fart.
No, how would I possibly? Unless I was at 1 Lloyd Lane in East Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Yeah. And go to
What's
the
your
back.
review of this Airbnb? What are we gonna give it here?
I mean, the answer is I will give it no review because why?
I'm not asking you to go and review it. I'm asking you what you would review it.
Here's how I mean, no, if I were to review it, I would say it's got a super creepy 70s vibe.
It does. That's literally. I'm surprised you have not been murdered during this stream. You were outside walking in the dark, like Blair Witch style. Uh-oh, he's been summoned. Oh, here we go. What's that? What? It's a Heathcliff book?
Yeah, it's a book of
Heathcliff
Heathcliff.
book. What year was that published? I'm gonna guess 74.
America's #1 syndicated feline, so it was pre-Garfield.
Maybe that's like a shade that they're throwing at Garfield. Like you think it's Garfield, but it's actually Heathcliff.
It says copyright 1974.
It does say that? Come on.
Copyright 1974.
Come
it says
on.
first printing 1982.
Okay,
but, I
but
assume
come on.
it's
That's when the book came out. How did I call that? Come on.
Call it.
That's elite. We also have a complete collection of National Geographics here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Is Heathcliff funnier than Garfield? It's a good question.
No, Heathcliff is like Family Circus level funny.
Yeah.
Garfield, I feel like, had jokes. Like they made a funny Garfield TV show. Oh my God. Somebody else find the boobs in National Geographic. All right,
You're calling it?
I'm calling it.
Alright. Well. Oh, hold on. I have to load. Oh god, my computer's being slow. What's going on with my computer?
I don't know. I don't know.
Ah. Here we go. Well. Wow, it's a record. We're only at 2 hours tonight. This is like a regular feature film.
Oh, are we? No, we are, I guess.
Like bringing out the dead.
It's kind of good timing. I kind of gotta go to the bathroom. I'm scared to end the show because last time this happened, I got immediately sick. Oh, I emailed Bilo the musician. They didn't respond to me. And this drop comes a lot later into the song than I thought. Good night.